Hey, good evening, everybody. Sammy Thunder here. Wanted to do a recap of this past weekend. Um, I sold at two card shows, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. Both went very, very well. Was able to make a number of great sales, including a one customer in particular who on Sunday bought probably close to 600 commons from 1978 till about 1982. I had a big box of them. Actually bought some 75s as well. So I had a lot of customers who were building sets, but this one guy was doing it for TTMs and claimed to be the largest TTM salesperson on eBay. And I haven't checked it out. I take his word for it. I mean, it looked like he was really committed into buying a bunch of these commons to ultimately obtain autographs from each player. Also, wanted to make sure that I acknowledge my buddy Jimmy. Jimmy has come out to two of my past card shows. He's one of my subscribers here, so I want to say thank you to Jimmy as always for showing the support and coming on out to the card shows and buying up some cool cards, including a 73 Ryan that I had for a little bit. So that was really cool to see him as well, and also to David from T&D Sports Cards. Um, Always love chatting with him. He has a lot of great stories to share about uh, how he's come across his vintage packs that he has held on to for many years. And if you're not familiar with David's channel, it's definitely worth checking out. He has some really cool videos of him breaking some packs, and I remember with like one of them was the 74 tops. We talked about that a little bit. He was telling me, if you haven't seen that video, he um, broke into that pack that he's had for a long time, and he was able to find a really cool Brooks Robinson. And I don't know about you guys, but to find, to break into a 74 pack and to find a fresh Hall of Famer like Brooks Robinson, I mean, there's just something so cool about that. You just can't. It's it's like a something that was frozen in time. But to get back to the card shows, so I didn't do much filming on Sunday, but Saturday I filmed a table that was behind me, a guy named Paul. I had a good conversation with him. We were considering doing some trades, but nothing kind of came through on that end. He had a lot of great stuff. Just I think I filmed a good portion of it, so I'll definitely show it over this video as we speak right now, so y'all can take a look and see the cool stuff that he had. A lot of Nolan Ryan cards, which I love to see. I don't think he had to. I think he had some Tom Severs, but he also kind of tailored to my interests in the tall boy basketball cards. He had like Will Chamberlain, and he had some really really good stuff for fair prices. But I think at the time, I mean, looking back, I probably should have made some trades with him. He had some cards that were within the price range, the trade value that. So he was looking at the 75 commons that I had, and he was looking at some of those posters. I don't know if y'all remember seeing them. There's like the 1970 jumbo posters, all the baseball players. So that was really cool. Hopefully we could still work out a deal. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll see him next month, probably at the same show in Newburgh, and probably exchange, do a trade then. Uh, and then Sunday is a show in Larchmont, New York, run by a guy named AJ, really nice guy. He let me have a table and like sold a fair share of stuff. Cal Ripken rookie card comes to mind. Um, 75 Tom Seaver, 75 Hank Aaron. So there's a number of great stuff from there. Um, and also, as you can see in front of you, I got some. I also made some purchases. If you didn't catch my live stream last night, I did a live stream where I broke into some 87 wax Donruss, and also some Fleer 89 wax. I kind of opened up probably close to 100 packs and got some good cards out of it. If you weren't there for it, I'll just. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna. I don't want to spoil the suspense. So I'm gonna let. If y'all want to watch it, I'll leave a link right now so you can check it out. But these are some of the cards I picked up at the show yesterday. That were some really awesome deals. So I'll kind of show these to you now. So the first one was this 1975 Joe Morgan. There was a lady with, I'm guessing would be her father, if I had to guess. I'm not 100% sure, but they were really selling comic books, and I guess his binders. He just had binders of cards from the 70s, 60s, 80s, and I was just kind of looking for gems, and I found every card was $2, so it was kind of like a card hunt, and I found this Joe Morgan in there, and the condition's really really good, really good centering on it, and the corners look pretty sharp. So for $2, I definitely did not pass this up, and went ahead and got that one. Found also in the same binders, I found this 1980 Mike Schmidt Tops. Retro Robbie, if you're watching this, I thought of you when I saw this. So this one is really good centering as well. The top to bottom's pretty solid. The left to right is really, really good. And you can see this card is also in great shape. So, like I mentioned, $2 here. Here we have a 1979 Mike Schmidt. And condition again is impeccable. This one looked really, really good. So I picked this one up. High number Mike Schmidt. And I can never turn down a Nolan Ryan, so I picked up this Nolan Ryan also from the same binder for $2. Um, Really good condition. Again, there's a small, very, 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 very tiny nick on that one. I don't even think you can really tell. Maybe you can tell a little bit, but otherwise, really solid card. So $8 for these four from that one table, and so I was really, really excited to find that. And then I had another vendor on that Sunday show who knew I had a bunch of Nolan Ryan cards and asked me if I was interested in buying some more. And I'm always up to seeing what's offered. So he had four Nolan Ryan cards, and one includes the 1978. This one's off center, but condition is really nice. Put this down here, and corners are very nice. Just a little off center is all, but otherwise a very nice card. Any Nolan Ryan card is just a nice collection edition. And here we have the 1979 Ryan. Love this one because just, it looks like he is warming up and just has that classic wind up pose. And this one is also off center, and the condition's probably not as great on this one, but still, no creases or anything, so I'm quite happy about it. This one was the prize right here, this 1972 Topps Nolan Ryan. This was in a screw down case originally, so I was a little nervous opening it up. It does have a little bit of a stain, and what I did find out is that there was a tiny crease. You could probably see it with the light glare right here. It is noticeable. I don't know if, yeah, it looks like there's two creases, but it's not. It's just that's just the top loader. But there is definitely one here, unfortunately. But the corners on this one, I'm gonna try to go in as far as I can here. You can kind of see the corners are very, very, very sharp. And this card, obviously, the older the card, the more, they could, it's the older the card, the more the higher the chances of it not being in the best condition. But the crease with, even with the crease, I mean, this card I've seen gone on eBay for like $50. So, but this one I think I'm going to keep for myself. I do have another 72 Ryan, which I'll probably sell at my next show. And then finally, this one was probably the best 75 Ryan I've ever seen. Every single time I come across these Ryans from 75, they're always like corners are nicked or the creases. For whatever reason, the 75 cards just have a tendency, if they're not well taken care of, to deteriorate or just lose its flair. And this one is probably the best one that I have now. The other Ryan has soft corners. This one has a tiny nick, but and also another thing about this Ryan from the 75 year is that it's notoriously been not trimmed, but the centering has been pretty bad. And this one actually has a really nice centering, top to bottom, left to right, and even on the back, the back of it is very very nice as far as condition goes and the centering. So this one's definitely going to be a collection keeper. I do have another one which I will probably sell at the next show that I go to. Now check this out. The This was awesome. All four of these he sold it to me for $50. So $50 for these four Ryans, which best deal of this weekend in my opinion. So the best. I practically have most of the 70s cards if you include the Ryan from here. I'm just missing the 74, 73, 78, and 76, which I do have those already, but it's just kind of cool. I think this one was the best deal though. Best deal of the weekend. And to finish it off, I thought I'd show you some purchases I made online. Came in today. Was able to get it in today. Made it last week. Just haven't been able to do a video on it. Um, let's see if I can rip these open. There we go. Some nice vintage purchases. So first we'll start it off. I gotta get this tape off. Rule of thumb, never use Scotch tape on top loaders. They leave horrible marks. But in this case, it didn't really do that. It wasn't that bad. I just don't like Scotch tape. I think most of us try to stay away from it if we can. Painter's tape is the way to go. There we go. Now I got a bearing on it. Alright, let me show you the cards. So you can kind of see the first one immediately. Is off screen for a second. We have ourselves the 1979 rookie card of Ozzie Smith. This card is notoriously known also for being off center. This one actually looks to be really well centered for an Ozzie Smith rookie card. Obviously, top to bottom also has its issues. From my understanding, the Ozzie Smith from '79 has this sort of issue because the position of where the card was located on the printing press. So this would, if I correct me if I'm wrong, but these cards would be Ozzie Smith card would be located on the top left or the bottom left. I can't remember where. And so when they get cut, there's obviously an issue with getting it centered. But this one is really good. Corners are really really nice on this. And I love collecting Ozzie Smith cards, especially the rookie. There's just something a really classic look to him here. Everything from the batting helmet to the mutton chops to the jersey, to his jewelry that he has on. It's just a classic card. I think a lot of us probably own one, at least one Ozzie Smith rookie card. If you don't, they're not too expensive. You can probably find one anywhere between like $15 to about 40, $50 depending on condition. So this is a really cool one to find. This was kind of like a big Padres lot because the next card I have is the Tony Gwynn rookie card from the same purchase. This one also is in great shape. Obviously, it is not centered perfectly, but top to bottom look okay. Left to right is pretty good, but the corners are sharp. This is another classic Gwynn rookie card. I guess he must have gotten this for $750 maybe from some shop at some point. So nice deal, very nice deal. So we got the Tony Gwynn, and to follow that up, we had to get the Fleer Tony Gwynn as well. This is new in my PC. I don't have this one, so this is going to be a nice PC item. This one's actually really nice too. Top to bottom's great. right to left. Very nice. Corners are sharp. No complaints about that. Got the old school looking Padres logo there, and got the yellow, brown, black really represented well here. Tony Gwynn, obviously, probably one of the greatest modern hitters of all time. Very nice card, number 360. Let's see, what does it say? Did you know the first ever Padre batter was Rafael Robles? He led off the bottom of the first against Houston, April 8th, 1969, and reached base safely when Joe Morgan booted his ground ball. Well, if there's any way to make a Hall of Famer feel awful, that's one way to do it with with Joe Morgan at the expense of the first Padres hit. And here we have Tony Gwynn, Donruss 83. So we got all the rookies covered. And if you got it for $9.50, that's another great deal. This one is also in amazing shape and a great also great centering. So, very nice card. Anthony Keith Gwynn. Very nice. So, definitely another PC item. I don't have the Fleer or the Donruss, so these are nice collection pieces. And all four of these together came out to $65 shipping. So that's probably, if you want to not include shipping, it's about $60, which I think is a really nice deal for the condition that they're in, especially the Aussie. But for all four of these for $60, that's $15 roughly a card. I think that I came out ahead on that one. But let me know what your favorite card is. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And also, again, I will be doing the weekly vintage tomorrow. This will probably be the last one for a while, just because things are getting a little busy at work, and I might need a little bit of a break. But I look forward to checking back in with y'all tomorrow. I hope y'all have a great rest of your night, and take care.